Uh-oh.
Are you attempting to leave the school grounds without permission, Miss Pataki?
Yes.
Are you attempting to dance the flamenco principal words?
All right, welcome back to another School Principal Reacts. This is Brandon coming to you on a Saturday with another Hey Arnold. It's been quite a while since I've taken a look at Hey Arnold. Take a look at my Hey Arnold playlist if you haven't seen it yet. All of those episodes that I reacted to. Many of you have been asking for it, so here it is. I've got you covered. This is one you all have mentioned plenty of times called The Flood, and I haven't seen it yet, obviously, so in this random still frame, I see Helga here with Curly in the background. It looks like maybe there's some water on the floor. I'm guessing the school got flooded. I don't know much more than that. And I have been through my fair share of natural disasters before while in school, but not flooding so much. I guess that's what we're going to have today. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, take a minute and click the button below and subscribe, or give the video a like or a comment. I do appreciate it. That really helps the channel out also. But let's get into the episode. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good.
I'm taking the garter snake home for spring break, and you can't stop
Snake?
me.
Is that a real snake?
Boys, now horseplay leads to tears. We all have.
And usually Mr. Simmons is pretty good. I've said before, he's a pretty good teacher, but a horrible administrator. And he does sort of have some controlling his students issues at times, which was why he didn't make such a great principal. If you saw the Principal Simmons episode that I reacted to a while back, they're having a hard time to begin with. And I don't know if that was a real snake that they were pulling on in the back of the class, and I see Helga about to spit something. This is really bad. And then we've got a storm coming in. Let's see what happens here.
To share our reptile friend.
Okay, school's out.
Back to your seats, please. I know testing week has been very hard
Testing
on
week.
everyone, and we're all anxious for spring break to begin. But in this classroom, we are a tribe. That means working together and taking care of each other. So let's spend the next 10 minutes reminding ourselves how very special our fourth grade tribe really is.
And I like what he's doing here, but Helga blew a spitball in the back of a kid's head. I saw her do that a minute ago. That's a potential suspension for her. You can't do that. She's going to get at least some level of discipline for that. But then Mr. Simmons didn't even see it here. And it's testing. They've been testing, and he's talking about spring break. It's really the perfect storm, no pun intended, for them to want to behave badly here. But let's keep moving.
We don't have time for this, Mr. Simmons.
10 minutes won't make the slightest bit of difference in your vacation. We'll all be out the door before you know it.
And I see the lightning flash. If 3 p.m. is when they're supposed to be dismissed, Mr. Simmons cannot just hold them back. Either it's time for them to be dismissed, or that's not a judgment call on his part. He can't do this, but I'm not really clear on when the end of the day is. I'm assuming that it was 3 o'clock there. Okay.
Attention students, a flash flood warning is now in effect. Remain with your teachers until further notice. I'll be contacting your parents. That is all.
Yeah, and that is actually what would happen in real life. Now, he probably shouldn't be as casual as, oh, that is all, and then just cut out really quick. But I have been in situations plenty of times where for various reasons, I've had to say, you know, please everybody stay where you are, either because there's some sort of threat, or there's a natural disaster, or the power went out, in which case you rely on your two-way radios with your staff. But I've been through plenty of situations where you do have to come on and say, look, we've got this situation here, please stay where you are. Or nowadays with email and other emergency systems that I won't go into, you can communicate with staff very quickly and kind of freeze everybody in place into something of a holding pattern. And with a flash flood, yeah, you might do exactly that. Principal Warts kind of did the right thing there. I wouldn't be quite as casual as he's being, but yeah, that is what would happen in real life.
Because of the excessive rains, we're going to be stuck here all night. To reiterate, we will be in the building tonight.
Ooh, that's kind of extreme. Now that I've never had, where you would be there all night. Now, in reality, they should have anticipated this. Every situation similar to this that I've been in, you would anticipate this, and if it's really going to be bad, your local emergency management agency will work with you in saying, hey, we recommend that you send students home early. I have been in schools plenty of times where there'll be a giant storm coming where we anticipate there could be flooding or trouble on the roads such that the school buses might not be able to make it to all the stops or the power might go out. If it's that bad, you're going to work with your emergency management agency, and as principal, you're going to be working with your district, and the school district is going to decide what's going to happen. We're going to close school, or very commonly, we're going to have an early release. I've been there tons of times. Now, in my area, it's mostly hurricanes and severe thunderstorms or tornado dangers that you're going to be faced with, and you're going to send the kids home early. And really, they should have done that. They should have said, look, there's a strong possibility of flooding. Even in this area, you had weather forecasts where you could see that and think to yourself, we need to send these kids home before we get in a situation like this where we're stuck at school. But I get it. You don't have the plot of this episode if you don't end up staying there all night. That is really extreme. I've never been in a situation like that. We've always sent the kids home early if there was any possibility of this happening.
I'm so close to the food, so close and yet so far away.
Put a sock in it. The rest of us can't live off our bulk like you can.
Young lady, I'm warning you.
Okay, so did the rest of the school leave? So they would be able to access this food. They would have either Warts or one of the nutrition workers or nutrition managers, cafeteria managers, would be able to feed them. That's not a problem. I don't know if it's locked up like that with a big padlocks. I think that Mr. Simmons may or may not be able to access it, but Principal Warts, if he made that announcement, that means he's still in the building, which means he can access this food. He wouldn't be like spooning little bites of peas out to them. That's kind of ridiculous.
What are you gonna do? Make me stay after school?
Helga, you're just too dang ornery.
Here's how much I care what you think.
Helga, as long as we're stuck here, we better try and get along.
You're right, Arnold. Hey, Stinky, would you like some dessert?
Uh-oh. Is it another food fight? Yeah, that's getting out of control. And by the way, I was just thinking about it. If Mr. Simmons held them after the bell rang for them to leave, and for that reason they got stuck in this flood, that's a potential firing. He would probably be fired for that. You can't hold students back. And if he put them in danger because of that decision, he would be fired. But nevertheless, they're stuck there now, and a food fight is happening. I've talked about food fights a lot on this channel. They don't generally happen in real life, but let's see what happens here. It's getting worse.
I haven't changed my underwear in 5 weeks. 9/17.
Gross.
It's official. My life is over. Give Daddy some sugar.
I know. How about a song? We're rats. We're rats. We're furry and forlorn.
We live in sewers, love in sewers, and our hearts are torn.
I've had it with this pack of ding bars. I'm busting out of this joint.
Ooh.
Turn the lights off.
Okay. Mr. Simmons needs to get control, and if Principal Warts is still in the building, he needs to be down there assisting them. It sort of made it look like at the beginning that other students from the school had left before this flood started happening, and they're still there. So he is sort of trying to occupy them, but he needs to have a better plan than this. Granted, this is kind of an extreme situation, but Warts needs to be down there too, especially if they're the only class left. And if Helga leaves without Simmons knowing or without him stopping her, that is a huge issue. Let's keep going. Why isn't he stopping Curly? If this is what Warts is doing during this situation and he knows that kids are still in the building, that's a firing for him too, for Warts. Needs to be down there with those kids. If he's like dancing a dance and casually strolling into his office and hasn't even been down there to check on them, he's fired. End of story. He's fired. Wow, this does not look good here. At least they still have power.
Last. I'm stuck in a flood with a ship of fools.
Yeah, but what was she going to do? Like, you saw what it was like outside. It is extremely dangerous looking. The streets are flooded, basically a river. I don't know what Helga thinks she's going to do if she gets out of the school. That's awful. I mean, unless it's part of his plan, like to entertain and kind of occupy the kids, but he should have been down there like the second it started flooding. You can't just come on the intercom and say, hey, everybody, stay where you are. That is all. I mean, that's good. That's a good first step. But then he should be right down there with the students, checking every single room, seeing who's there, who's not, talking to the school district, getting all the kids in like a central location or part of the school, and making plans if they truly are stranded there. Let's keep watching. Uh-oh.
Are you attempting to leave the school grounds without permission, Miss Pataki?
Yes.
Are you attempting to dance the flamenco principal words?
This moment never happened.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. That's another potential firing for Warts. So he notices that she's just out and about, unsupervised during an emergency, and he's like, oh, this moment never happened, because he doesn't want her to tell anyone that he is dancing. And so in exchange for her not telling, he just lets her go. That is crazy. She could be hurt. She could be seriously injured. She could go missing in a flood situation. He should be fired for that alone, let alone the first one. So that's 2 firings for him. That's bad. That looks bad. Wow. Bad, bad, bad.
Calm down. Sheena, Georgie is our friend.
No, he's not. He's hungry and he wants to eat us.
Nice, Georgie.
Don't do
you're
it.
more scared than we are, aren't you? Ow. Nadine, will you take him, please?
What happened to his eyes?
And you know, as crazy as the kids are being or have been, I won't give Simmons a potential firing for this, because he at least is trying. I think, honestly, it's not within his capacity to control all these kids in this type of situation. He's trying, though. You can tell he's trying. Warts is not trying at all. So I don't know where we're going to go here, but it's nowhere good.
Curly said they turned into
a real snake.
fireballs.
And where's his second head? You said he grew another head, Curly.
This is so bad.
Suckers.
Okay.
Boys and girls, stop this fighting right now.
And I was going to say, if he does nothing about this, then that's a potential firing. But he's trying. He's saying, stop this right now. I just think he doesn't quite have the ability to control the situation, and things are getting more and more out of hand the further we go into this.
Bag it, Simmons. We're not listening to you anymore.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. That took a turn. Look at the faces on these kids. Why would they do this? Just say, we're not listening to you anymore. And he said, bag it, Simmons. And these are 4th graders. That's pretty extreme for some 4th grade kids here talking to Mr. Simmons like that.
It's all your fault we're stuck here in the first place.
It kind of is. It kind of is. She does have a point. I totally forgot. It is his fault. If he retained them longer than he was supposed to, if the bell rang for spring break especially, and he held them, now he does get a potential firing for that. He doesn't for failing to be able to control these kids when he's trying, but he for sure gets a potential firing for earlier. We've already given it to him for holding them longer than normal. So it is sort of his fault that they are stuck here. Helga has a point here.
My shoes are wet. That can't be
Uh-oh.
good. I'm okay.
That's not good.
Look, we're all gonna drown.
Students, we have to head for the high ground. I'm sure there's a classroom upstairs that's still open.
Yeah?
Save it, cream puff. We don't need you anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Please, children, please, remember we're a tribe. Oh dear, this is terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible, and panic does set in sometimes in the face of real danger or real emergency. That is why you have drills. That's why you have procedures, and especially a big city area like this, if it's prone to flooding, you're going to have drills and some sort of procedure, and they're just not following it. They're just doing whatever they want. And Simmons, I mean, heading for a higher classroom, that is, I guess, what you would do. Again, we don't have as much experience with flooding here. It's more hurricanes, which can lead to flooding, and then tornadoes from time to time, and then just severe thunderstorms. Flooding, not as much a concern here where I live.
I've completely lost control of my class. This
Yeah.
can only lead to serious trouble.
He's right.
Unless I take action. action. Boys and girls, Arnold.
It's just
Somehow
Arnold.
I'm going to find a way up to the roof, and I'll signal for help. Will you please go keep an eye on your classmates for me?
Keep an eye on him.
Yes, they will. I have faith in you, Arnold.
I have faith in you, Arnold, and walks away. I guess at that point, maybe that's all he can do. He needs to find Warts or someone else to help him. But Warts is off dancing with some maracas and whatever he had on. This is really horrible. It's getting higher. Art supplies. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's like Lord of the Flies. This is so bad. And I find it a little hard to believe that fourth grade students would act like this in an emergency. Now, they would probably panic, but I'm thinking they would listen a little more to Simmons. They wouldn't go quite this wild and just go crazy and not even try to find a safer place and just go crazy. That's a little hard to believe. Crazy.
Oh, pipe down, little Mr.
Listen to him.
Junior. What do you want us to do? Act like a tribe?
Yeah, they're literally acting like a tribe, I guess. This is kind of crazy.
Listen, Mr.
So weird.
Simmons is gone. He's been gone a really long time. I think maybe he's in some kind of trouble.
Gosh, I forgot all about.
So does he really believe that, or is he just using that to get their attention? I wonder which.
Mr. Simmons.
So did everybody else, because we've all been too busy fighting.
Where could he be? You think something really bad happened to him?
Why is he singing that?
Mr. Simmons. He sounds so far away.
Is that through a vent?
It's coming from in here. Mr. Simmons!
Arnold!
What's he doing?
Oh, I'm so glad to see you. See, the ladder broke and I dropped my flag.
Oh my goodness. He really is in trouble. Look at the twisting of that metal. He could snap at any second. This is awful. I don't know how he got himself in that position, but that's crazy. And he's just singing out there. That's pretty hard to believe. Did you hear that? They weren't like, oh yeah, let's help him. Let's, call for help. He just says, I think that was Sid. I always liked him. I wonder who our new teacher is going to be. My goodness, man. That is bad.
Hey, wait a second. We've got to work together, like a tribe, or we'll never make it. Now, how can we get him inside?
We've got to find some rope somewhere. But the janitor's room is locked.
Okay, at least Helga's being helpful here. I would half expect Helga to say, oh, that was his fault for going out there. But no, she's actually wanting to help him. Now, Sid, on the other hand, that comment was pretty horrible.
I've got it. The school flag.
Good idea. We can throw
Okay.
him the flag. He can tie it around his waist. And we can reel him in, like a fish.
I think it'll work.
Okay,
Come on.
that looks bad. That's so bad. So what are they going to do? Like, flag?
Throw it a little
That didn't
harder,
work.
Helga.
Is that a school flag? That doesn't sound good.
Stinky, you can throw farther than I can. You do it. Gosh, Helga. Don't get soft on me, mister. Just throw it.
Okay, this is making me nervous. Come on. Okay, well, now what?
Mr. Simmons?
What's
on
the
count
other
of
end?
3.
What's the other end tied to? So I find it a little hard to believe that these little kids are going to be able to pull him up, a grown man. Let's see.
Jump as close as you can to the window. We'll pull you in.
Is he going to hit the wall? A brick wall?
1, 2, 3.
Straight in the water. Okay, kids. Just him?
Okay, everybody together. We can do it.
Come on. Come on. No. Oh man, this is bad. This is so bad. This is getting my blood pressure up a little bit. Let's keep going. Okay.
Pull them in, guys. Now.
Now they have 2 people to pull in. So Helga plus Mr. Simmons, you got to figure that's at least 250 pounds worth, and they just pulled him in just like that. Okay, whatever. I'm glad they're safe.
You! Oh, thank you, class. You worked together and
They
became a
did.
tribe. I am so proud of you all.
Okay.
There's a boat coming to rescue us.
Yep. And I skipped the parts that weren't at the school, but basically Arnold's relatives get this life raft and start rowing it out there toward the school.
Let's
That's right, it's only 50 cents for a one-way trip.
Oh, that's horrible.
What's your step?
Charging the kids to be rescued. That's real classy, isn't it?
One at a time now.
Goodbye.
How many kids can fit on there?
Farewell, my dear friends.
Oh yeah, he's fired. He's 100% fired. That's awful.
Don't worry about me. I'm fine here. I'll just stand up here in the roof and go down with my school. Goodbye. Way
No,
down
Warts.
yonder in New Orleans,
No.
in the land of the dreamy schemes.
Oh, boy.
There's the Garden of Eden.
All right, well, that's the episode. You guys have been asking for this one for quite a while, The Flood. Let me know if you'd like to see more Hey Arnold or anything else. I always get most of my content ideas from your suggestions, so put them in the comments below. Give the video a like, and finally subscribe to the channel if you are one of those many who watch my videos consistently but aren't subscribed, or better yet, start a channel membership. I do always give a lot of perks to those people. You get access to the Discord and many other perks. You get videos early and access to other members-only content. I'm going to end the video here, though. I appreciate all of you guys for watching to the end. I'll see you on my next video here on School Principal Reacts. As always, thanks for watching.